All right, here we are for the second round with our reasonable deck, I'd say. Not the best deck I've had, but it's okay. And we are just waiting for our opponent to make their mulligan decision here. All right, we're going to keep our hand. And let's see what we're up against here. All right. All right, so we have a reasonable opener here. We're going to go Grim Rouseabout into Sewer Shambler and then use Grizzly Salvage, hopefully to, well, okay, even better. But yeah, let's just get Grim here, and I think that, yes, I will unleash it since we just know nothing about our opponent's deck so far. He just does nothing. That's good. Getting a little damage here. And Sewer Shambler or Stonefair Croc? Let's play the Croc out there. I kind of want the Shambler to die sooner, but at the same time, the Croc is just bigger, and if he just doesn't commit stuff to the board, then we can just get him. Axebane Guardian. Yeah, this is much better against that. We didn't draw a trick, and we can't really find one with this, so I think... Yeah, I think the play is actually still just to attack with both, though, because I don't think he's going to... I think he's going to block here, but he might really need this Axebane Guardian, in which case he might not. All right, so he decides to take it, but I really want to... Let's see. Yeah, I think I'd rather just Shambler here. And just because we can use Grizzly Salvage next turn to find up to a 3-drop and actually cast it that turn as well. Although he's going to get to untap with this Axebane Guardian. It's a little scary. This card's okay. I like it. You know, you want to get these guys in the yard with it, but so it goes. We've got a bunch of mana, and hopefully we can dump a couple of scavenge guys in the yard and pick up something sweet like our Corpse Jack Menace with it. That would be awesome. If perhaps a bit ambitious. Right, so he's going to play a Gate Creeper Vine. That's going to give him access to another land and another mana from his Axebane Guardian. It looks like he's just picked up a forest here, so he's got four mana available to him now. He's just kind of going off. And he plays the Towering Indrik. All right. Ooh, Chorus of Might. That's a fairly timely rip, I'd say. Do we want to wait, or do we just want to get him? He probably blocks a Stonefair Crocodile. We use Chorus of Might. If we use it, I think we can potentially wait a turn here. Also, if he decides to block the Sewer Shambler, then we just let it die. I mean, he's not going to, but he might. It's interesting. Or I can Grizzly Salvage and kind of see what we hit here. I can't do both this turn, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to battle. Because that Towering Indrik needs to go anyway. It's going to be a big problem for us long term just because it blocks both of these guys so well. He might not even want to put it in front of a guy just to have it die to some random... I mean, I can represent 3 different pump spells here. This off the top of my head with Giant Growth, this one, and the Grizzly... Savage Surge, I mean, which we also have. He does decide to make the block here, and let's just get him. This is going to get us a bunch of extra damage in. And by a bunch, I mean 2, but he's taking 4 to the chin otherwise, so that's pretty good. And play this. Not the ideal way to spend my turn, to be honest, but it does keep the pressure on him, makes it and sets up for this next turn. Again, it's like we don't have, I mean, right now he just doesn't have much of a board, but he has access to basically infinite mana, and that Towering Indrik is just, it just holds off our entire team otherwise, so I guess it's just part of the deal. I mean, I usually think of Chorus of Might more as almost like a finisher. Like, it's like you want it to be like the last thing that you play, not as just like I mean, because Giant Growth would have done the same thing, except for we can like Grizzly Salvage and play a 2-drop, and that would have been better. All right, he just did nothing, so he clearly has something here. So I think we just attack first. We've got 6 mana at our available to us, plus a Rubbleback Rhino now. Yeah, let's just battle with the team and see what he wants to do. He's got some blocks here, so you know, he can use the X-Bane on something. Not sure if I want to play Rubbleback Rhino or Grizzly Salvage first. I think probably just the Rhino first and then Salvage last. Alright, so it looks like he's going to chump. Is that it? Why would you chump the 2? So he's killing this. I guess it's going to get Tristani's Judgmented, or maybe he's going to launch. Yeah, he's going to launch the gate at the Stonefair Crocodile, and I just have to kind of let that happen. There's not much I can do there. All right, so he takes nothing. And yeah, I think I like just running the Rubbleback Rhino out there first, actually. It can attack profitably, and if we do manage to get any scavengers in the yard, then with our Grizzly Salvage, we can just like main phase it first and see what we get. And this thing can just get out of control. And I don't think his deck is going to have too many ways to deal with it. There's the make you sacrifice a guy, but like we've got 2 other creatures right now, so that's probably not an issue. And he needs to find something. He does. He stab wounds our Roustabout. That's fine. Like, I don't even care about that. All right, so let's start off by Grizzly Salvaging to see what happens, because we've got a Dead Reveler that we can play either way. And we've also got an extra mana so that we can do this. The question is, would we rather have that in our hand? Because otherwise we're just taking a random land here. And looking at the board again, he just doesn't really have much. I can Golgari Decoy and scavenge it up to the Sewer Shambler, making both of these attacks profitable. It puts him in a pretty bad position, actually. Is it actually lethal as well? No, it's 4 or 5. It's only 7, so it's not lethal. Or I could take the Golgari Decoy into my hand and just play it. That sets up like 5 damage later because I can't do both. No, I think I'm just going to take one of these lands and just flash this thing back. This turn seems really sweet if that actually happens. Actually, is that too greedy? Because he's only got 3 mana up right now, though. I think it's okay. So let's take this. Play a land. Play the wrong land, oh well. And I think I do put it here. I can put him all on the Rubbleback Rhino. That makes him a 5 power and a 2-turn clock, which is really, really tough for his deck to deal with. If I put it on the Sewer Shambler, it does open it up. Although I do get more damage in this turn, and if he does kill the Sewer Shambler, like with like Avenging Arrow or something like that, then I do get to eventually just get these tokens over here. So I am going to diversify it so that I can do this. And by the way, for you guys that haven't seen it, they have the Exiled revealed, and then any shields that are up zone over here out of the way, which is actually kind of cool. I like that a lot. All right, so this turn we battle. Yeah, it sets up a sweet next turn if he does have like Avenging Arrow, which it looks like he does not. All right, so he chump blocks, and we have lethal, so he's got to come up with something. And we have a pretty sweet board. I mean, it's not the best, but a 3-4 and a 4-3 are pretty big. Like, playing small stuff isn't going to cut it. All right. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, we hit a nice creature as well. So let's Let's think, actually. Normally I would just attack with both, but I'm thinking about just attacking with Rubbleback Rhino. He double blocks and trades, which is not that good for us. Yeah, no, let's just battle. Because this way, if he decides to double block and trade, then he takes 4 damage, and then we play 2 more creatures that can eventually kill him, and he is doing that. All right, so they're ordered. Fine, it doesn't matter for tokens. So he takes 4 and goes to 2, and then post we get to do Dead Revelers, and I am going to unleash it. Normally I wouldn't there just because there isn't like a huge point to it. And I'm just going to play my land but I'm going to do it there because if he does come up with ways to make more centaurs at instant speed, I don't want to get like double chumped and then have the Dead Revelers get eaten by a centaur. All right, so we didn't really see much of his deck there. We were able to keep the pressure up early and kind of run him over. I'm thinking about boarding this in though. It felt like that would have been pretty sweet versus him. You know, kill a centaur is good. Let's see, what else can we do? Trestle Troll seems good. All of these seem fine. Again, if we can hit Corpse Jack with a bunch of these guys, it's sweet too. I guess I'll kill Treasured Find. It's not exactly great anyway. All right. Okay, so do we have a keeper? Absolutely. We have a pretty sweet hand, actually. This Karaza Guildmage is awesome. We have a nice curve of at least 2, 2, 4. And if we pick up a 3-drop along the way, our curve is just insane. It'll probably be something like Grim Roustabout, 3-drop Towering Indrik, and then we'll drop this with an activation after that. Like, that's a really sweet curve. But we don't have that yet. We right now just have Grim Roustabout into Guildmage. So let's see what happens there. He's got... I don't think we saw that before. Ooh. Corpse Jack Menace. That does change things a bit. So I could lead with the Guildmage, but then I still need a turn 3 play, so I'd have to draw a cheaper play. I'm trying to get greedy with the Grim Roustabout to make him a 3-3 Unleash, which is really good versus him. A 2-2 Unleash versus him is like just okay. Yeah, I think I can afford to wait a turn here. I mean, the Karaza Guildmage is really good on its own anyway. It also has that threat of activation where if he plays something with 2 toughness, I can just attack right into it. This is going to be an Axebane Guardian, though. Ooh, Dragmangler. Beats? Oh, man. All right. I wanted that. This guy must have been... Because we saw what looked more like a Celestia deck before, and now all of a sudden it's like he's just getting his beat down on, so... Do we draw 3 here or 2? No, we just draw a land. I think the play is to do nothing. I think I just ship the turn back because next turn I can play Corpse Jack Menace, then Grim Roustabout, and Grim Roustabout is just like so much better at that point. I can also just play Grim Roustabout and not kick it, or I could even just play it and kick it and just say, screw it, if I draw anything else after Corpse Jack, I'm fine. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I can get aggressive because he can't actually attack me here anyway. I mean, he can, but he'll attack me this turn, but the next turn he won't even have attacks. And I kind of want him to keep attacking me because I feel like I'm in a good position to race. It depends on what this is, though. Trestle Troll, well, that just certainly changes my racing, but all right. He doesn't. So if I battle with both guys, I get in for 2 free damage, and I'm not blocking with those guys anyway. So yeah, let's fight. Gets in there. Yeah. All right. We're just going to lead with big Corpse Jack Menace here. And I was curious to see if he decides to attack here or not. Puts him in a weird spot because if he attacks and I block, he has to have a trick. If he decides not to attack, then he can just kind of halt the board. Because remember, Trestle Troll does take 3 damage to regenerate. So it's not like... He can't really have both. I guess he could have like land, giant growth, blah, blah, blah. But... I think I'm okay if he doesn't attack and we just sit here. If he does attack, I have a tough decision about whether I want to block with my Corpse Jack Menace or not. Decision is probably leaning towards yes, as I have really not a whole lot to follow up with here. He's stuck on lands. That's a good thing for me. Unfortunately, my Karaza Guildmage doesn't actually get anybody buy anything here because he's apparently the same colors as I am, as he was just taking all the green, black, and white cards, I guess. I don't know. But the good news is that I can pump the guys up a little bit so that I can make blocks for him with his Dragmangler bad, but I can also just start making a whole bunch of guys. Like, that's actually a reasonable strategy here. Just make 4 and then make 4 and then just turn them all sideways a bunch of times, because I don't think his deck is really going to be well set. The only thing that comes to mind, well, he does have red. I wouldn't assume that he has Electrickery, but what he definitely could have is what was this? A Jailbreaker? Okay. What he definitely could have is another is a Golgari Charm. That's the one card that can really wreck that strategy, but he has to have it. All right, so we've drawn a Savage Surge. I like that a lot. I can pump and Savage Surge in a turn, so that's pretty good. If I attack with my Corpse Jack Menace, he's got all types of blocks. If he just blocks with everything, what happens? Then I use Savage Surge to make it a 6/6, but it still doesn't even kill 2 things. So that's just not even worth it. So the question is, I think I'm just going to run the Indrik out there. Still representing Giant Growth here. So do that and just ship. Because then the more mana I have, the more I can use my Karaza Guildmage in combat. I can actually pump him up 3 times. So I can make him a 7/7 and trade off for 2 of these guys, but why wouldn't I just wait until I can make him an 8/8 and maybe make him miss block or whatever? He doesn't have any attacks currently. Well, I guess he does have an attack if he wants it, but I'm at 14. I don't know if he wants to open himself up. He could just lean on that Trestle Troll. I don't know, so this could get interesting. We'll see. Okay, he's going to launch party his Trestle Troll at our Corpse Jack Menace. Yeah, I mean, it's a play. And he's going to offer a trade here. So I can double block and trade my Karaza Guildmage for his guy. I'm not going to do that, though. All right. Well, this is definitely a twist here. So I definitely attack here. Yeah, that's easy. Do I attack here? I can actually just pump any of my guys up. So he takes 6, he goes to 10, but I take 7 and go to 1, and if he has anything, I'm dead. That seems bad. Also, he takes 7 and goes to 9. I Savage Surge and get his Dragmangler. If he has some removal spell, I'm not happy, but otherwise, I am happy. Actually, I don't even get his Dragmangler. I get his Ogre Jailbreaker in that case. That seems pretty sweet. Puts him at 9. And then I hit him for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It puts him to 1. Ugh, it's close. It's an interesting position. I can also just pay 1, 2, 3, 4 and just sack this thing and have infinite chumps. Yeah, that seems good too. If he blocks, am I really going to move in? Yeah, of course I am. All right. Battles. I've got basically a Savage Surge sitting on the battlefield here. Like, I can do this twice and he can't react, so I don't think he has any actual blocks here. Yeah, he just has nothing. So I'm just going to say go. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because I have some sweet options here. I can Savage Surge my Towering guy to block here, and then after that I can pump it, and it's going to be six 1/1s that he's going to have a hell of a time getting through, and that I can reach and pump individual ones that don't get blocked. It also just keeps me alive. He's going to stab wound my Karazda Guildmage right now. I like that play. It makes me do something. I'm not going to take any damage from the stab wound, but I think I am just going to do... Do I just want the maximum amount of guys? Because the other thing I could do is I could Savage Surge him and then sack him. And that gives me 4 guys, and it keeps this thing alive when this is going to die anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Still on the stack. Make a bunch of dudes. So this minimizes the damage here. Like, it keeps our board in the best position. And we don't take anything, of course, from stab wound or whatever. We have 2, 6, we have 8 damage coming back at him if we want. Okay, so we draw a Dead Reveler. This board's actually now just completely stalled out, though, which is lame because I was pretty excited to have like a sweet board, but oh well. All right, and I'm not going to unleash this guy because he doesn't get to attack anyway, and I'd much rather have a block available. Yeah, I don't really know where this game's going at this point. He's got 5 cards in hand and only 4 lands. He just found his other white source, so things could get pretty ugly for us here. We need a way to punch through this damage. All right, he's got another stab wound, which is going to kill us in like a few turns. Okay, so this is going to change the way that we approach this particular game. All right, so the Towering Indra can stay back to block, but the other guys can't. So if we just attack with everything, we get in for like basically 4 damage. Yeah, let's do that. I got to leave one guy back, though, so that this and this can both block. Actually, no. No, I don't. Right? Because this blocks here. I take 3, 4, 5. I go to 1. Yeah, so we can do this. We're kind of on a limb here, obviously. Like, we're in risky mode, but got to do it. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. He even let us keep our guy. All right, so if he has nothing, then we're at 1, and if he attacks with both, then we hit him for 6 and he's dead. He has 4 cards in hand and 5 mana plus a color that he just found, so him having nothing, highly unlikely. We can draw something like our own launch party, perhaps. If he gets in with this, we're just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He plays Golgari Longlegs. All right, so that's not too bad. That means that we are still alive because he doesn't have any attacks here. We go to 4. Hoop. Grizzly Salvage. All right, well, let's dig. What else are we going to do? And we see basically nothing. Grim Roustabout or a Karazda Monitor. So we're going to take the Karazda Monitor here. And are we going to find a way to win this game, though? If I attack with everything again. Now he's got 3 blocks. So he blocks here, here, and here, and he takes 2 and he goes to 4, and then we play the Monitor. And then we play the Monitor, and then we have block, block, we're dead. So we can't do that. So he's going to take 1 here. Well, that really sucks. Actually, maybe... Have we seen... Do I have 2 of these? I think I have 2 of those, right? I can't remember if I have 2 in the deck now, and I also can't remember how to look at the deck on the new client. So I'm not sure, because that certainly matters. Because I can leave up stuff so that we're still alive pretty easily here. He doesn't want to attack into this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait till next turn. Play this guy. I don't have anything in here that I can get back. All right. We're going to go to 2. That gives us a chance to draw some stuff, though. Launch Party would do it, I think. I'd put him to 4. We attack with everything. He loses a guy. All right, he's got 6 mana now, though, which is really annoying. All right, so we're at 2, and we drew Thrill Kill Assassin. That's not going to do it. Nope, that's definitely not going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight. Let's see what he does. Block, 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 take 3. Yeah, so we're just dead. Alright. We fought hard, but we just drew a few too many lands at that one section there. We needed like really specific cards. We drew some dudes, but that wasn't enough. Okay, so we have one Chorus of Might in the deck. In the main, and then one in the side. And I think I actually want that other one in. And I think the reason is because it looks like his deck can go pretty long. Like he's got a lot of beefy guys that we have a hard time blocking. I want as many tricks as I can get here. I'm going to cut the Trestle Troll, I think. I think that we're more aggressive than he is. Yeah, this seems fine. I still like Rites of Reaping as like the top end. All right, let's see if we can get this one. That one was pretty close, but we just needed a few things to go right, and it didn't quite. Wouldn't mind reviewing that game and seeing kind of how I feel about the lines that I took there. All right. I'd like to play first. Thank you. Yeah, this seems fine. Thrill Kill Assassin's just awesome, and Decoy's a sweet win condition potentially too. So, yeah, I like this hand. His deck seems pretty slow as well, so getting a Thrill Kill online real early is awesome. It looks like I'm just going to go for Deviant Glee as well, unless we draw something really compelling otherwise. Yeah, if he has Ultimate Price, I'm going to be ultimately bummed, but I also don't mind just crashing in for 4 here on turn 3. Pass the turn to you. A 4/4 Death Touch is just monumentally difficult to block. Alright, so I'm going to leave up Chorus of Might, even though it shouldn't matter at all here. He could definitely have Avenging Arrow here, which it wouldn't surprise me, but I also don't really care. Get the Decoy out there. Does he? Yeah, so he's going to Avenging Arrow our Thrill Kill. So it got in for 8. Oh no, he's going to make a Celestia Charm. Oh, sweet. I'm really glad he burned that, because Chorus of Might just gets blown out by that card. Speaking of Chorus of Might, depending if he plays something here, we might be able to get him pretty good with Chorus. Would rather do it later, but depending on what he does. Golgari Decoy with stuff. All right, is he just going to launch party right now? No, he's going to play a Jailbreaker. All right. Not too bad for us. We get to trade our Decoy with the Jailbreaker. Oh, he's going to battle? Oh, yeah, of course he's going to battle. He's got Vigilance. Yep, he's in. Sewer Shambler. What happens if I just attack with Thrill Kill Assassin? He snap blocks. Does he double block? Can just get in for 4 here, though. And I can also Chorus of Might to trade off for his Jailbreaker, which is like okay, but it's not nearly as sweet as waiting a turn and really getting him. Maybe I do just... I kind of feel like just attacking here, Chorus of Mighting, trading these off, putting this thing in the yard, and getting in for another 4 damage. I mean, then I can scavenge. Actually, it's double green, so if I draw a land, I can scavenge here. If not, he's just going to have this 2/2 knight. He's going to have to come up with something. Maybe patience is better here though. Play Tower Endrick, ship the turn back. Because in the next turn, I'm attacking for 2 more damage, and I'm getting a better Chorus of Might. Yeah, I think I just need to stay patient here. It's a little risky because I don't want to give up this board state that I have here, but like I think Chorus of Might can do way more work against multiple creatures here, where I get to, like, he can't really not develop his board, like he has to keep attacking. And while this Jailbreaker is a huge pain, like, I think I can really just get him. I can also just attack with everything and just Chorus of Might like this, or excuse me, this. That's 7, 8, 9. It's already 9 right now. If I can just, like, if I draw a 2-drop, I can go like Sewer Shambler 2-drop or something. Does he have another Jailbreaker? Tyrannidric, sure, whatever. Yeah, I think we're just going to set up for the big play here. Stonefair Croc is actually pretty sweet here as well. Yeah, I'm going to just play him. If I attack now, same situation. All right, so let's just hope he keeps committing stuff to the board. That would be ideal. If he just keeps casting stuff, then we're basically sitting up for lethal. Right now, we're in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're in for 13, so if he taps out, we kill him. Gate Creeper Vine, sure. What are you going to get? This is important. If it's a gate, then that's better for us. It's not, it's a forest. So he might have another play here. Yes. Tap. Keep tapping. Play an Axebane Guardian or something. Oh, it was Stab Wound. So bad for us. All right, so back to square one. We're totally in a much worse position than we were, although Chorus of Might is still going to do a lot of work for us here. We needed that one more turn to be able to get him in for lethal. Could have gone for attacks as well, but then we actually just don't quite kill him, and I do get to, like, take out a guy, but I don't get to develop my board. It's, like, pretty bad for us. So what I think I like here is Guildmage Sewer Shambler and just say go. Because I can't actually activate the Guildmage this turn. And this makes my, especially if we draw a green source, then I have access to this and this plus this, so that's pretty good. Actually, I don't have enough to do both of those, but I can do this. All right, so he launch partied away our Karazda Guildmage, so he keeps finding answers. You got to give him credit for that. Pretty soon I'm just going to start battling in here, though, but I can't find a way. I really want to get this thing on this because it just makes it, like, completely impossible for him to manage. Right now it's just a 1-for-1, although if he does do that, I do get to get in for some extra damage, which is nice. I could start just battling. If I just battle with everybody, what does he do? He blocks here, 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 and is happy with his trades. Those are actually pretty good trades for him, though, so I think I'm just going to keep developing here. Hopefully we'll hit that green source or something else good. Okay, he's got a second Jailbreaker. Pretty annoying. All right, non-green source. Ah, dang it. I'm stupid. I missed an attack last turn. I forgot about Swamp Walk. Yeah, that was just loose. All right, well, at least we've got a game plan now. Man. Hate missing damage. I think he's going to start attacking soon. He's going to have to. Alright. Battle here, and we are getting closer to being able to just alpha strike him out of here. Oh man, he's got Tristani's Judgment. So annoying because we can't even do what we really wanted to do anyway, which was scavenge it. Six swamps. Not gonna cut it. No blocks. All right, he's walking the fine line here. He's got an Axebane Stag or something. Risen Sanctuary. Great. Great. All right, so we finally hit our forest. So we can do this now. If we put it on the Thrill Kill Assassin, it's a 6/6, but he's just going to Risen Sanctuary it anyway. It's got Vigilance. But it might set up a situation where we can actually win next turn. Otherwise, I can put it on like this guy and block these. Need to get in for a bunch of damage, and Thrill Kill with Chorus of Might seems to be the best way to make that happen. The problem is that he's going to put the Risen Sanctuary in front of it. Like, that's just what he's going to do. I give it Trample, and it's going to be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I can get in, and I need to get in for one more, so I need to draw a creature doing that. It seems okay, actually. Okay. I also have to survive this turn, unfortunately, which is like very annoying. And I'm going to lose a creature doing it. Yeah, this is bad. I've only got 2 creatures that can block here. One of them's going to gain me 3 life, but I think we are approaching death here. I think he's going to ship. Yeah, he does indeed. Alright, so this is going to block here and gain us some life, and then this is going to just eat one of these things, and we take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I only gain... Oh, we're just dead. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, we're just dead, I guess. Can I block differently? If I block here? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there we go. Give this guy lifelink. Should put us to 11. It does. And he plays a Courser's Accord. Alright, so we're pretty dead here. Let's see, does Launch Party do it for us? Launch Party might. Launch Party? Dagger Drone Imp. Where have you been? Alright, so I attack with this, and he just like blocks here, and then that's it. Well, we'll do it. Oh, I should have played Imp first, though. Whoops. Guy gets in for the full 7. Whatever. And then we do this, and then we die. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm just really not sure if what we should have done there. I might have taken a bad line there by waiting a long time. Remember, he was at 12, and I could have gotten in for 4 and used my my chorus of might to take out his jailbreaker, but I just really don't think that that's the line that's going to eventually get us there. Like, I think that like he needed that stab wound that one turn. He needed the Tristani's Judgment, although I did miss 2 damage, which ended up being very, very relevant. So that was my mistake. But I think I like my line a little bit better, but it makes me really nervous that it gives him like all that time to find those answers, where the other line was like, put you to 8, still have my guy alive, and still be able to attack you. But like, again, as we saw, he was able to put up things that could block effectively against our Thrill Kill Assassin. And if he just had anything that could block it, like to trade off, we didn't really have anywhere to go after that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look back at that one. I'm honestly not sure how to play that one the best, but that's our video for the week. So thanks guys for joining me, of course. And hopefully this new client is okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to try it. It seems fine. Like it works. There's some things that seem a little wacky, but overall it does work. And I've been giving it a shot. I've been kind of going back and forth. It feels like home when you get back to the old client, but man, it is time for that thing to get an update. So I think I'm trying to prepare myself to move over. Anyway, if you want to send me an email or anything like that, limitedresourcespodcast@gmail.com. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, my name on there is Marshall_LR. And if you want to join the clan here on Magic Online, you can just leave me a message at my name, Marshall_LR, and just say I'd like a clan invite, and I will get one to you. All right. So thanks, guys, as always, for watching, and we'll see you next week.